game stream. That was a whole bunch of slurring right there. Welcome to another game stream. We're playing some more out.
I'm only wearing accessories because they violate Auntie's branding guidelines.
We're playing more Outer Worlds 2. I guess I'm a little scattered tonight. I didn't realize my brain was going to shut off right there. If you haven't done so, please subscribe on Twitch, DMGRGN, on YouTube, Spider Does Things. Definitely subscribe on YouTube because I'm so close to that sweet, sweet ad revenue. And I would love it if you would help me get to that point. So, let's play some more of this game. I got a late start tonight, so. Never have enough ammo in anything. What are you yawing about? Huh? We got a mission to go. I was worried that this was going to be the last mission of the game, but it's not. I still got more to do. Do that. Dang it. I have to put every one of my points in that from here on out. How many more levels are there? I better look this up. I'm going to have to plan for the end game. Because I did look ahead to the last mission. Spoiler alert. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody else. I'm just... I had to know if my build was going to be... alright. Level 30. So that's... Oh, I'm not going to make it. Damn it. Dang it. So let's see. Let's calculate something real quick here. I don't have a Discord, bad guy 77. Sorry. You can keep watching here though. So give me 13 points. I'm gonna be 4 points shy. Is there a way to respec in this game? Outer Worlds 2. Respec. Oh, you can only do it after the prologue. Of course. So I'm not going to be able to get the best ending to this game. I'm going to have to get a kind of a trash ending, in my personal opinion. It's not a bad ending, like, it saves everybody, but it's a Commander Shepard ending. A Mass Effect 3 Commander Shepard ending. And I don't want to do that. You put effort into a character. I'm going to have to, damn it. See, that's what you get for diversifying your skills a little bit. So I'm going to have to do another character to get the best ending. Which is fine. I can do that, but I'm not going to do that now. don't have Discord. Tell your friends. Alright, so I guess I'm just gonna have to be resigned to the fact that I'm not gonna ever get the best ending for this character, which is too bad. But that's fine. Isn't that the Vox relay that I launched into space? That's weird. Super weird. Where's my messages? No. No one cares about that. Well, gonna save here. They both requested to be on this team, so. See if I can salvage these beasties.
Oh, look at that rift. It's making my skin buzz, even in here.
Might as well start on that now. That's interesting. Oh, that's handy. Hmm. Hey, little kitten buddy. Little turnip. Feel like things have already gone bad here.
Doesn't take an engineer to hazard a guess whose ship that is. DeVries is here, Commander. Sure.
I get a board. Yeah. She left anything here in the open that I can check out. Hey, kitten.
This must be the satellite that sent an emergency ping across the system. What led me to you, Commander? And why is DeVries hanging on to it?
This sort of satellite is new to me. Is it Earth tech? How did it get out here?
Hmm. Hello. Big gun out here, 'cause you might need it. I can steal.
Good evening. On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully austere venue to begin our negotiations for peace. With tensions being patched in Golden Ridge, I am certain we can both profit from a merger. But surely the good Vicar Laureate and his fellow shareholders have some thoughts?
Madam Vice President, I and my fellow counselors remind you that this is no merger, but an alliance. By ending the war, we may focus on the true threat to our society, the rifts.
Be still, Cadre. But it's you, is it not? The one Agent DeVries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late. Preposterous. Our mission to stop...
We need answers.
You do no such... And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. If our deaths... We know full well, Sheik, but it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward. Agent DeVries is right. But why would you leave me be? This situation is markedly different. Those at the monastery were not standing in your... Is it? I may not know of this Earth... Fine then. I surrender. They're using the Seer's codes to gain control of the Automax and secure the station. You'll also need this. Her guards have commandeered some frightful reinforcement. That's my end of the agreement upheld. If you truly...
That was simple.
No time to waste. Let's have a look at those plans.
What else can I do in here? Swirl. Let's go this way. Well, wait, hold on. Let's do this first. Break down everything. Let's go up here and see what this does. Broadcast. Let's be sneaky about this.
Just imagine the hustle and bustle of this place in its heyday. Shame it's all going to scrap now.
Save again. Keep saving. Ah, good. Alright, so I disabled those.
find us a fuse to get this whole thing operational again.
His own leader is beyond his depth. He and his ilk won't anticipate an alliance.
He's not my sovereign.
Yes, right. Well, landing a strike against the...
Wonder if that'll work. Let me save.
Something like wrangling a...
I am unfamiliar, but I presume that to mean it will be without exertion. If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The Sovereign, guide him, is as ineffective as you suggested, but his advisor, the Consul, is not. These executions, these impulsive attacks, are solely his influence.
Solely? Your previous sovereign was rather draconian himself, if your own history books are to be believed. Do not act like the current rot emerged from nowhere.
I could perhaps say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over people. But instead, I suggest we pivot our discussion back to the
That
real
was right
matter
there.
at hand.
They just used that. Oh well. I make it. Let's see if we can save again. Can make it. Yes. What else we can do over here? Everything's going good so far, I think.
Yep, they've commandeered those mechs.
questions remain? Of course. Allow me to offer this bit of data, then. The true culprit of the attack was a proctor named Svoboda. My brave colleagues found her out and promptly executed her.
Ah, so the Order is capable of decisive action. I had doubts after hearing about your monastery. Even though the hostages yet live, this crime happened under your purview.
I would remind you that the innocents survived because of our quick and accurate analysis of the situation. I do not appreciate insinuations that we allow chaos to run rampant on our watch. Chances are high that any erratic variable is a result of your people meddling in our affairs.
Ridiculous. Next you'll be claiming we're to blame for all of your past failures. Why, the mere prediction of our arrival years ago sent you into a tizzy. Isn't that right?
I'd like to discuss your efforts on Paradise Island. We may have no physical presence there, but we are ever watchful. Our observations matters have been delicate, but I was heartened to hear that your leaders convinced Westport residents to seek shelter in Fairfield. Things rarely end this way for the Protectorate's abandoned subjects.
Ah, yes. The Protectorate had their folk living in fear between all those hangings and maniacal proclamations. That was all the opening we needed to acquire some hearts and minds.
Well, we welcome the news of your advances. However, it is worrisome that it took the assistance of a freelancer for you to finally secure your hold. Worrisome indeed.
Hate to ask for help, but help back in business.
Yeah, you'll get up here. You're fine.
According to my analysis prior to this meeting, enough goodwill exists between our parties to suggest a high chance of success should a treaty or alliance. Agreed upon.
Treaty? As in a contract? Goodness, there's no need to rush into such formalities, Vicar. Especially when so much has yet to be discussed.
This unit welcomes you. My records do not indicate that any authorized personnel remain aboard the station. But I am programmed. Praise be to the...
Sell some junk. Take whatever's not nailed down. Anything in here that's handy? Just ammo and stuff. I make my own ammo generally. The auto bottle.
Yeah.
Very sneaky.
Yeah. That's a lot of supplies left unattended. Could be worth a quick look over.
Alright, let's take a look. See what we can find, huh? Nope. Can't look through that. Have nature's friend. things have been pretty quiet here. Haven't had to fight anybody. Careful. Careful, kittens. Alright. Oh, that turned off just like that. So let me save. Guess I need that. Got me there. No shots fired yet, except between those guys and their own robots. Good. Say we're doing a good job here. It's the sneakiest we've ever been in this game.
I'm starting to get an eerie feeling, like someone's got their lamps on us.
Yeah, maybe. I'd say we did pretty good. Even if this is kind of a trap, we did a lot of disabling. Next in there, so be careful. with the bays. There should be no... In here.
Craft back in business.
Can ya?
Have you given up? Inertia by 3.8%. Fine then. Cross that bridge and see how we fare.
Okay.
We're so close. One elevator ride away from having DeVries in our crosshairs. Finally.
Done pretty good, to be honest. One short firefight. Turned off all the mechs. Wouldn't be too bad, to be honest. Find over here. Sealed door. Did I look over here and see if there's a... Yeah, that door's sealed. There we go. She's got no bombs, she's got no forces, she's got no mechs. Interesting. Let's save to make sure that we're not going to mess anything up this late in the game here. Got a good run so far. Let's move it up.
Fine, fine. I suppose we can entertain a tentative agreement. I hereby agree that both of our parties will lay down their arms. For now.
I am pleased to hear it. There is no need for senseless bloodshed when we may yet come to an accord.
I remind you that a contract signing may still be a ways off, but we might consider the hierarchy between our parties should we wish to proceed with a merger, an alliance.
No, we wouldn't want any unseemly squabbles over power. Especially when presiding bishop Ruth Bassar already possesses the foresight necessary to lead a colony and better its people.
Foresight is nothing without propaganda, and our Minister of Marketing has already won protectorate hearts and minds. If unification is what you want, ingenuity is what you need.
So you think that your people should rule? I certainly won't downplay the powers of persuasion here, but Arcadian matters are best suited for Arcadians. We actively collect data to understand how to serve our people, after all. Look no further than the abbot, who welcomed refugees to Matriarch's mercy.
Yet he struggled to feed
Like sitting terror raids. Can't let DeVries make her move.
that he couldn't see his right hand was actively undermining him, even with his data.
Meanwhile, Auntie's choice has done little to alleviate the refugee crisis it helped create. Indeed, my projections may be accurate. You are more interested in what you can steal.
Dear Vicar, you are not yourself. Perhaps Auntie and your bishop should continue these talks. We'd be happy hosts. We do enjoy dazzling guests with a tour of our stolen artifacts.
There is only a 14% chance that you are jesting. No. If anyone in Arcadia is fit to host such discussions, it is presiding Bishop Bassar. Anyone else would be
a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander.
It's over, Augustine. Nowhere left to run. No more lies you can peddle or people you can burn. Your rewards come due.
Abara, I was unaware of your survival until recently. Believe it or not, I was happy you survived. But to see you still seeking solace in the Commander's shadow is disappointing. You could have done anything with your life. Shrugged off the bad memories. But now you're both here to meddle. Law knows why. Yes, your pedestrian little threat. If you think I was shaken to receive it, you're sorely mistaken. I've no interest in continuing this little reunion. What happened in Horizon Point, well, I had no choice but to do as I did. And I'm prepared to do the same again. These delegates you came to save, I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along with them. This is the only way if we hope to close the rifts before it's too late. Everything. The Order is on the verge of learning how to control the rifts. They just need the right data and a prototype modulator that's hidden away in a protectorate lab on Praetor. But like the protectorate before them, Auntie's Choice must never have access to that technology. No. The Order's seers approached me after I arrived in Arcadia and proved to me that I needed to act. To stop the Protectorate's... You were an unwelcome variable. Prior knowledge could have changed your act. I tried to put it out of mind when you and I first spoke, and I forced myself to complete it. I trusted that with Horizon Point's destruction, humanity might be saved, but it wasn't. It was only the start. I must finish what I started. I joined with this legitimate I had to sit with so many. You recall what I said of the rift modulator? Of the data? You know who these corporatists are. The Order must not...
Enough! I've got all the answers I needed, Commander. She's gone...
You think you have it in you to...
Had 10... Give the order, Commander. How many times do you need a snake to bite you to realize its nature? You're wrestling fire here. You know...
It doesn't matter. Nothing you can say to 2 dead delegates? That's a fair price to pay. Is that so? Please then, enlighten me on how you might save the Order from itself. Even if the circumstances for peace are... If I can do anything, but even if what you say is true, this mission is all I have. So if you won't leave me to carry out my plans, Commander... Savannah. No, it doesn't matter. You should hate... Do you actually? I want nothing more than that, but I see now that my judgment has been compromised. So we will do this your... I've recovered a cartridge from the Earth Directorate satellite I brought down. It's here, with me, and if you process this data, you can use it to improve the prototype rift modulator on Praetor. Once that's finished, the rifts can finally be closed. Everyone will be saved. That's kind. But there's a reason I only ever worked alone, Commander. There's also a high-priority message from the Chief of Ops on there. I was unable to... It may be 3 years old, but hopefully the information it contains is still relevant. Here. It's yours. May the...
Let's rip and see what it does. Oh boy. So they die anyway? Is that what the story is all about? Come on, shake it off.
Station's not gonna hold up against that rip for long. We need to get back to the incognito now.
Follow me, quick!
What about the delegates? Are they basically just a host? Because they could be. Well, I did unlock the ship things, so maybe that counts. Maybe because I did that, then they're gonna... I don't know. We'll find out. Where do I go from here? Do I go down there? There we go, okay. Oh no, this was just... Alright. I'm being dumb. Never mind.
That rift's expanding! Pick up the pace!
Going. We're going. So much for that.
This is an urgent message for all Earth Directorate agents. The spatial rift situation has deteriorated significantly. The rifts threatening a majority of our colonies and our Earth Directorate bases, including this one, have entered their final stages. If you see a rift that looks like this, you are in grave danger. You have at most a matter of months before everything in your local system is destroyed. The seriousness of this situation cannot be overstated. Therefore, Directive Alpha Omega is hereby invoked. You are fully authorized to do everything in your power to find a way to close the rifts.
Yeah, I was kind
Along
of
with
doing
this
that already,
message,
but that's alright.
the
Thanks for
entirety
the
of our rift data
support
has
there,
been
buddy.
sent to your local surveillance satellite. Analyze this data. Law willing, you will find a way to unlock any secrets it has resisted yielding to us. The fate of humanity now depends on you.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency mission parameters update, including activation of Directive Alpha Omega. Commander is now released from any and all agent guidelines. I have also detected competing priorities in the new mission objectives. The surveillance data from the satellite confirms DeVries's assertion of a prototype modulator on Praetor that may be used to manipulate rifts. Acquisition is required to be able to bypass any new or existing miniature ground-level rift anomalies you may encounter. You are also tasked with finding a way to process the Earth Directorate rift data. The archive computer on Cloister would be best suited to this purpose. Agents are permitted to cooperate with local governments and other political entities at their discretion. Both Auntie's Choice and the Order have previously controlled the archive. Coincidentally, both delegates also escaped the station and have
There we
sent
go.
messages.
Okay.
It seems they feel they owe you their lives and have asked to meet with you at their respective headquarters.
Nice.
The Order of the Ascendant are concerned with the elevation of humanity. Auntie's Choice has the firepower to more easily succeed in battle, and greater experience in whoever you assist will be better positioned to take control of the archive, and by extension, the entire colony. Careful, there's also one other, less likely option. Persuading the two factions to work together.
That's the one.
The delegates
That's the
you
one right
helped
there.
save may be able to help facilitate this. Returning to mission objectives. Do you have a preference for which to pursue first, Commander? Acknowledged. Due to the rift's expansion, it is worth noting that the Order of the Ascendant, you have also received a message from Auntie's Choice. This unit can relay its contents. Greetings, morally gray potential contractor. You've been pre-selected for members. Report on board the ACS Undisputed Claim. For detail, it appears you now have permission to visit Auntie's Choice headquarters aboard its flagship, Commander.
Oh, that's
word. What happened back there? We had her cornered, bullets chambered, justice within reach, and you just let her go? What am I supposed to do with that? How am I supposed to trust you the next time a tough choice has to be made? That sort of thinking never would have slowed DeVries on the draw. Mercy's a fine concept, but I'm not convinced everyone deserves it. I'm gonna need time to muddle through all this.
Yeah, you can be mad, but you know we're doing the right thing here. You know, we're saving the universe is what we're doing. We're saving the galaxy. What other thing? What other things can we do here? Break down junk. Oh yeah, it's just that thing. Okay. So let's see. What do you people have to say? Anybody else? Anybody down here? No. Everybody's up top or something.
If packaging is also consumed.
If packaging is also consumed, who's consuming what now? Let's talk to these people.
I'm glad we made it off Greater Tranquility Station. Presumably the delegates did as well. I only hope we do not pay for this decision in the future. But let us focus on...
Never thought you'd manage to save DeVries along with the delegates. They could be good allies when we look for help closing the rifts. Assuming DeVries sticks to her change of heart. Reckon my being present for the dramatic rescue will gain me some clout with Auntie's Choice. Just got 2 or 3 more incidents like this to win my way back in, I'd say. There's one thing I can't shake,
back
though.
to them.
That rift exploded at just the right time, right in the middle of the peace talks. Wouldn't happen to be the universe trying to tell us something, would it?
Nah, screw the universe.
I reckon it's saying that all our political machinations will mean nothing in due time. Nature will always defeat us. By the way, what DeVries said about Auntie and the Rift Tech, don't take it to heart, huh? Auntie ain't an idiot. Much as she loves business, reckon she loves self-preservation even more. I'd agree with you, but I reckon we don't have the time to... Still, think we ought to pay the Undisputed Claim a visit, see if we can court Auntie's aid. Whether we gain that help from Auntie or not, I won't lose sight of... Anyway, appreciate you hearing me out.
Yeah, we're gonna get them to work together. We're gonna talk them into it. That's what we're gonna do.
Saving the delegates from DeVries took considerable effort, dear.
Don't call me dear.
Of course you could, but you didn't. They still might have a role to play if we're to close. May all...
Blah, 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 blah. Falsetti, huh? high level mathematics. That's it. That's all he's got in there. He's a smart guy for being kind of a goofball.
What? Sorry. Caught me lost in my upper story.
Of course. Okay, relatively. Alright, so that's enough out of all that, I guess. What the hell is that? Why do I have that sitting up there? Oh, I didn't know we had this stuff just kind of like hanging out here. It's kind of cool. I thought all the mission stuff was going to be in my quarters over here, and I was kind of irritated that it wasn't. But that's cool. Anything else I should know about that I didn't find before? 'Cause there's all kinds of things. Just floating on plants. I got the mural. Know that. Alright. Well, we're pretty much done for the night. We're just about to hit our hour, like 4 minutes. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut it short. Thanks for watching. We'll probably keep playing this tomorrow. Maybe, maybe not. I might play some more of this in my off time. I don't know. I might play something else. We'll see how it goes. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, again, please do so. On Twitch, DMGRGN. On YouTube, Spider Does Things. On YouTube, it's doubly important because that's where I'm going to be monetized by the end of the year. It's going to happen, and I need your help. Thank you for watching.